I am sure I am not alone when I say how much pleasure I get from listening to you all perform. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. I could just sit here and listen to you guys for an hour, but we've done that before. All righty, welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. My name's Scott. I'll be your host for the next couple of minutes. We always start out our services by an acknowledgement on the land in which we are located. The Eureka Center for Spiritual Living acknowledges that the land on which we gather is the ancestral territory of the Wiyot peoples. This territory extends to the communities through most of Humboldt County, and we honor the Wiyot peoples today. Next up, we're going to go right into our song. Is that right? Are we going to do that? Yes, we are? No? Yes?
And now I have the microphone, and he knows it. Please stand. Good job. Here we go. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with. Don't give up hope. You're not alone. Don't you give up. Keep moving on. So you gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with. Lift up your eyes. You need a word. So you gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with. I know you're scared. Maybe I'm scared too. But here I am, right next to you. So you gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Don't give up hope. You're not alone. Don't you give up. Keep moving on. And you gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Now, all of you, that was very good, and I invite you to stay immediately after service, because we're going to work on our patriotic medley to be sung on July 3rd, and you're all invited. We're going to call it an ensemble. So, if you have somewhere to, and Happy Father's Day, if you have somewhere to be.
I think it's July 5th.
So how about July 5th, then we'll do it.
All righty, let us see what we got ahead of us. We like to always start out our service by welcoming each other, and we've got a few things to say here. So we're all together going to say the top. If this was a ship, it would be listing. My goodness. The cool kids are over on this side. Oh, is that how it works? The smart people are here, the cool kids are here, and both of them are on Zoom watching us. So what we're all going to do is we're going to say the top half together, then you're going to get up, and because it is Father's Day, because it is the longest day of the year, solstice, you can get up, introduce yourself to somebody, say Happy Father's Day, you can say Happy Solstice, or you can simply say, damn, you're looking mighty fine. It's your choice which one you want to say. So together, however, we all say, we are a welcoming community where the vibration of love lifts us, the wisdom of the ages inspires us, and the science of mind teaching empowers us. Get up and introduce yourself. Hello. Alrighty, we got us a lot going on today, and because it is solstice, longest day of the year, if you don't remember, there is the positivity out in the lobby, and we ask you to contribute to the positivity. There are lots of little post-it leaves that are out there, and you write something positive or a thought or just something you would like other people to know, and you post it on the tree. And if somebody has posted something that you like, you prune the tree, and you take it with you as a reminder. So I grabbed a couple, as I'm prone to do, two pieces of wisdom. One was, as your view changes, so does your life. The other,
Look at the picture of the tree.
oh, there we go, thank you. Thank you for that, all right. There's a picture of the tree. And the other one is a little more cryptic, unless it's referring to a 1970s cult film, because all it said was pink flamingos. Yeah, so that was great. But I wanted to also comment, I think this has been a great week. Not only have I finished up my play and the rehearsals and all of that, but if you got a chance to see any of the dedication of Obama's library, speaking of hope, if you want to bring happy tears to your eyes, Michelle Obama's talk was, it was beautiful. And I heard some people saying that they found it sad because that's not how we are anymore. And I heard somebody else saying, which is the way I like to believe, we are that way still, and we are rising again to show that that's who we are. So kind of keep that in your forefront. So we have hope. We definitely have hope. Today is Father's Day, and being a dad, I wanted to just real quickly, a couple paragraphs of the history of Father's Day. It won't take long. The person who is cited as founding Father's Day was Sonora Smart Dodd. That's really her name. In 1909, in Spokane, Washington, she wanted to honor her father, a Civil War veteran who raised 6 kids alone after his wife died in childbirth. So, inspired by the recent establishment of Mother's Day, she petitioned local churches and officials, and the first Father's Day celebration was held in Spokane, June 19th, 1910. There's also an earlier, less remembered observance, a Father's Day service held in Fairmont, West Virginia, July 5th, 1908, organized by Grace Golden Clayton to honor fathers killed in a mining disaster. So interesting that Father's Day, the two references that give it credit were both started by women. And for much of the 20th century, this I did not know, Father's Day struggled for legitimacy. It was mocked as a commercial knockoff of Mother's Day, and many men reportedly found it sentimentally awkward. I don't know if you know this, but many men find emotions awkward. Not here because we are evolved men, but there are men who just don't deal well with their feelings. Anyway, it took till 1966 when LBJ, that recent in our history for most of us, when LBJ issued the first presidential proclamation officially designating the third Sunday in June as Father's Day, and Richard Nixon made it permanent in 1972. So, and one really funny one, a lot of countries celebrate Father's Day, but I love this. Credit going to Taiwan. They celebrate Father's Day on August 8th, chosen because that's 8/8. August 8th is 8/8, which sounds, 8/8 sounds like Papa, which is dad in Mandarin when spoken aloud. And that's how they pick the day. So there you go. Go about your day. All right, let's see what we have going about our day. We have got the Sharing Salon, which is also today. That is out at Rio Dale at James. Oh, James is not in his usual spot. James, you're out of context. James is sitting in the back. This is a sharing event. If you are interested in going, do you still want people to sign up or just show up?
Yeah, if they put their name on it, I can tell them to come.
Okay, and all you do is go down there and share something that is of interest to you for a few minutes. Carol is probably down there getting everything all set up, unless I missed her too. No, I did not. Okay, the men's group will meet this coming Saturday. It is from 3 to 5. We meet every other week. It's a collection of men who just share. See, men can share. And if you'd like to join us, please feel free to come by. Edward, who is the leader of the men's group, but won't be there this week because he'll be out of town, is also starting a class in July about music. And where is Captain Steubing? There he is. Edward did point out that he's dressed like Captain Steubing, but he looks more like Isaac. Ooh-wee. That is an old person reference. So.
Yeah, if you've ever been told that you have no musical talent and you have no ear for it or whatever the case is, and you want to learn how to play something, you want to learn how, to sing, basically. I can't sing, but I can teach it. This is the class for you. We go all the way from not knowing anything about music other than how to spell the word, all the way up to, if you want to, improvising, jazz, all of that. I can teach you how to make scales, chords, and everything in your head instantly. I can teach you how to find all of the notes on the guitar fretboard instantly. I can teach you about piano. I can teach you about several instruments. All you got to do is learn the mechanics of the instrument. And the best part about the class is you don't have to have an instrument. Most of this stuff is done here. So when you do actually get an instrument and learn the mechanics of that instrument, you plug in what I'm showing you, and you can go to the moon. You can do whatever you want to do. Well, you're not going to be Jeff or Jackson or anybody immediately unless you put in the work. You got to put in the practice and the work to do it. And these guys, have done that. So, but I give you, like, you'll be able to read and write. You'll be able to do harmonies. You'll be able to do orchestrations, arrange for bands, everything. Okay? And it's my system, and I guarantee you it is the easiest system. It's not as complex as YouTube or any of the other systems that you can find. And I take it at your pace. So our free class, our introductory, is on the 18th of July. 19th? Okay, well, whatever it says on the screen, that's it. Okay, it'll be after service, and I'll only hold you for maybe 30 minutes or so. But anyway, it's absolutely free. It's an introductory. It'll tell you a little bit about everything that I'm going to teach and give you some examples. So the sign-up sheet is here. Please sign up so that I'll know, if I make printouts and everything, I'll know how to have enough. Thank you.
Thank you. Speaking of the Love Boat, in September 24, my wife and I went on a cruise around Great Britain. It was on a Princess Cruise Line. What is this, 2024, and the Love Boat was 1976 or something. They still have all the Love Boat signs up on there and everything, and they play the music. It's like, all right, we could probably get past it now. Anyway, sorry, cynic coming out. Speaking of cruising and going places, Hawaii in the fall. Angelica and Burl are putting it together. It is a celebration of the 40th year of the church or the center that Angelica founded in Hawaii. If you would like to go with them, please see either Angelica or Burl. It's from September 22nd through September 29th. At the end of the service today, if you would like to talk to any of the practitioners, who is here? I'm here, Captain Stubig is here, and also known as Edward. And, Michelle is here. We didn't see Michelle earlier. And I think Susan is gone. But if you'd like to talk to any of the practitioners, please feel free to approach us. We would love to give you some time. As for giving away, the little pantry needs to be fed. It goes through its supplies really, really quickly. We are doing a lot for our local community. If you have non-perishable food that you would be willing to donate, please put it in the little pantry or bring it here on Mondays between noon and 4, and Walk and Awe will put it out in the pantry. Okay, I think that's it for the announcements. What's coming up next, this last couple of weeks of our theme, what?
You wrote me in there.
Oh, I did, but I ignored it, so there, forget it. Your chance is over. I wrote Love Squad, I didn't write Angelica, so, okay.
So as most of us know, there have been people recently, more people than usual, needing the help of our Love Squad. And I want us to acknowledge these people that are on the Love Squad. And Lori, would you take a picture with my phone? No, because I'm in the picture. Oh, that's right. Okay, well, I will move down there. I want a picture of all of you. So everybody, by the way, the history of the Love Squad started a couple years ago by Vicki White. 8 years ago. Oh, that's only a couple years, right? But they've been used a lot more this year than they have been in the past. And I have heard such wonderful comments about how people feel supported, people feel loved, people feel that they're not going through what they're going through medically or physically or whatever by themselves. And you all do such an amazing job. And I'm so grateful to Vicki for having started it in the first place. So if you guys could line up, come up here and line up.
Vicki asked everyone in the Love Squad to wear red. I don't have red. A few other people don't, but we're part of it. I'll just stay right here.
We'll go like this.
Yeah, you should be in the middle.
Like this. Lance, come over here with us, the people that aren't wearing red. Okay. Are we going to sing?
Girl even wore red shoes.
She's ready.
She wants you to take a picture of her backside.
You should stand right in the middle. Stand right in the middle. Do we do it? Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Come back again and see us.
Now, previously on the June 21st service, we are now going to get into our theme, which is the Great Unpacking. Donna will come up and lead us in the song Sanctuary. Edward will come up and lead the Moment of Peace, and then Reverend Angelica will do her talk, and Jackson will sing the music for Father's Day. So it's all up to you now, Donna.
And I invite you to settle in your seat. Take a nice deep breath. to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Blessed are we to be a sanctuary, life expressing sacred truth, with thanksgiving I remain a living sanctuary for you.
That's beautiful. I love that. One of my favorite songs we do. First of all, happy Father's Day to all the guys here. I think that Father's Day is important because we are probably the most neglected of the two parents. Well, it's true. I mean, on Mother's Day, you know, people go out and they shop, they buy cars, they buy flowers, they buy candy. Father's Day, you know, you're sitting there expecting something from your kids, and they come up to you and say, Dad, can we borrow the car? And then as an afterthought, they may say, oh, happy Father's Day. You know, of course, not my kids. My kids they're all gone, so I get to be the kid. Ask Amy, she'll tell you. Okay, so for those who don't know anything about the moment of peace, what we do is I'll usually read a little something. Jackson, with his silver tongue and beautiful ivory tickling fingers, will sing us something really nice. We'll do a contemplative prayer. Then Jackson will sing us into Reverend Angelica. Today, being Father's Day, I was inspired a couple of days ago to write a poem. I got away from writing poetry for a while because my new book is short stories. But anyway, poetry came back. So this one, because I couldn't figure out a better name for it, I called it Dad. I never knew him, nor the burden that he had. The one that I call Father, this man that I call Dad. I never got to say to him the things I truly feel. Now I can only speak to him through prayer here as I kneel. I wish that we'd grown closer. I wish we'd had more time. I wish that I could call him up and maybe read this rhyme. I'd like to know he'd thought about the things we might have done, like going out to have a beer, just a father with his son. I'd gladly share the family weight love placed upon his shoulders, the weight that seemed to bend his back like two gigantic boulders. And though sometimes he brought me tears, I now see crystal clear that behind his false bravado, he lived with a parent's fear. Still, truly, he helped shape me into who I am today. He gave me strength to face the world and never run away. Through memories, I keep his name and ponder what I've had. I'm who and where I am today because I had this dad. He wasn't a perfect man at all. I think no man can be. But without his presence in this world, I don't believe that I'd be me. Thank you.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love.
Yes, there is only love. Love that a mother and a father have for their children. Love that we have for our four-legged pets, and even the ones that swim in the water. Love that exudes from spirit for each and every one of us, because we are a part of that magnificent spirit. We are also a part of that magnificent love. Sometimes we forget this. Sometimes we get involved in human stuff, and we forget that it's only human stuff. And we are only paying a short visit to mortality. We are a great and magnificent power that exists in so many dimensions within this one and beyond. We are bigger than we know. We are more blessed than we know. And no matter any evidence in this dimension to the contrary, we know that we are merely avatars in this reality. Everything is unfolding almost like a huge video game. And there's going to be bumps, there's going to be trials and tribulations, there are going to be tests. Our patience, our spirit, everything is being tested constantly. It is us who must rise above that and pass with the A or the A+. And we can do this because we are aspects of the great I am. And so it is.
When I lose my soul, when it seems I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, I can hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. It's love that heals, love that sets us free. There is
Thank you, Jackson. Beautiful as usual. as James is so fond of reminding us, love is the solution to everything, all problems. And I do believe that. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce our spirit of love, Reverend Angelica.
To introduce. It's like you guys get to meet me brand new every week. The energy shifted in the room when Scott talked about the Obama Center. Did you feel it? I want to read you. How many of you get my Friday message? Quite a few, but I'm going to read it to you anyway, because this is what came to me with it. Hold on. Watching the opening of the Obama Presidential Center lifted my heart. From what I heard and saw, it's not just about him. It's got a huge museum, a branch of the Chicago Public Library, basketball courts, public barbecues. I didn't spell public right, it says pubic. Oh my God. All right. Okay, let me finish. Gathering spaces and programs for children and adults, as well as the Obama Foundation offices. It was built for the people. Absolutely. That was one thing that really got to me when I was watching, besides the fact that Mrs. Obama's speech was awesome. And everything, the music, everything was wonderful. The whole event was full of grace and compassion, warmth and dignity. People were smiling, laughing, and hugging one another. There was a feeling of hope in the air, and I realized how much I missed that feeling. It brought back two memories. Years ago, while I was living in Vancouver, BC, I came to California to visit a friend. We spent a day at Griffith Park Zoo. We boarded the little tram that takes people around the zoo, and at one point, someone yelled, "There's a box on the seat," and everybody jumped off the tram. The driver immediately pulled over. Well, he had pulled over already. And people hurried off the tram. I simply sat there, wondering what was happening. Carefully, almost gingerly, the driver picked up the box and slowly opened it. Inside was somebody's forgotten lunch. I could feel his sigh of relief. I turned to my friend and asked, what was going on? She said, they thought it might be a bomb. Not long after that, Senator Obama became President Obama, and I felt the energy of the United States shift. In 2010, I moved back to the United States, to Maryland. A member of our center in Baltimore invited me to hear President Barack Obama speak during his campaign for his second term. We had wonderful seats, about the second row center. As he entered the room, everyone rose to their feet in applause. He walked along the front row, shaking hands with people as he went. Just as he passed me, I called out, "Aloha, Mr. President." He stopped, turned, looked directly at me, took my outstretched hand and smiled and said, "Well, aloha." It lasted only a moment, but for me, time stood still. Yesterday, watching the opening of the center, I realized that what I remembered most wasn't politics, it was atmosphere. One of my memories carried the feeling of fear. The other carried the feeling of hope. Both were contagious. Dr. Ernest Holmes taught that we live in an atmosphere of thought and that each of us contributes to it. Our thoughts, our words, our actions, and our presence help create the world we all experience. So this is our invitation, to become the atmosphere we long to live in, to become an atmosphere of compassion, of grace, of kindness, of hope. This is how our world changes. And the affirmation, today I choose to become the atmosphere I long to live in. It's amazing how something can happen and bring you to that point of upliftment. I realized that a lot of people have been living in fear for a few years, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And so this moving into this whole experience for me of seeing this center finished and being offered to the community, etc., and listening to the words that people said really gave me hope. Really gave me hope. So this month we've been working on the Great Unpacking, and it's been about laying down what no longer belongs in our hearts. And summer, it's summer. Today is summer solstice. It's like, that's yay, you know. Summer seems to be asking us a question. Now that your hands are empty, what are you ready to carry? So we have two holidays today, one being Father's Day, as we already have recognized, and also solstice. And so what I know is whether we had a wonderful father, an absent father, or a difficult one, today invites us to consider the divine fathering presence, that aspect of spirit that encourages us to become who we came here to be. Now, I know most of us were raised with the idea of God the Father. And, you know, it wasn't until I got into metaphysics years ago, actually, I got into Wicca first. And in Wicca, it was more about God the Mother, the great Mother Goddess. And so, being the curious person that I am, I had to look up all the different spiritualities around the world that honored the Great Mother and recognized that there was something missing in Christianity because they only honored the Father. So the divine fathering presence is that, as I said, the aspect of spirit that encourages us to become who we came here to be. And Ernest Holmes talked about spirit as both love and law, and love being the nurturing mother aspect, and law being the guiding father aspect. And so what I started to think about was this fact that a healthy father archetype doesn't control, it blesses, it encourages, it nurtures. And what I know is that that voice says, go ahead, I'll be here for you, you got this. And that's the spirit of the divine, saying that to us all the time. It's always with us because it lives in us. We're an expression of it. And you know, most of us don't have our fathers with us any longer, except in our minds and our hearts. So you might ask yourself today, what inner strength did you inherit from your father? What courage wants to emerge because of your relationship with your father? And what blessing could you pass on because of your relationship with your father? I'll put those in the Monday newsletter so you could ask yourself those on a deeper level. Today is also summer solstice. Oh, I did want to mention that in the whole idea of fathers, mine was really interesting because he was absent all the time. He was corporate attorney for Fluor Oil, and so he was always going to South Arabia and, you know, all these different places to take care of legal business, and we didn't see him very much. I think that's the way God was for me when I was little too, absent a lot. I mean, even though I was raised in Catholic school, lived in Catholic school, you know, the whole aspect of this constant barrage of religion was kind of like, you know. So I intentionally make God absent, but not anymore. So then we look at summer solstice. And summer solstice is the longest day of the year. And do you know that almost every ancient culture considered this a high holy day? A really high holy day. So literally, though, the earth is turning toward the light. And so I had to ask myself when I thought about that, am I consistently doing that? Turning toward the light? Are you consistently doing that? The light being, of course, the divine. And solstice reminds us that the light isn't something that we chase, it's something that we align ourselves with because it's already within us. Spirit, or the light, is already within us. And so just as Earth reaches its greatest expression of daylight today, perhaps we're invited on this day to let our light be more visible. And I wrote that light with a capital L. So let it be more visible. And I called this talk Traveling Light into Summer. And you know, people often assume that traveling light means owning fewer things. Spiritually, it's the same thing. Only traveling light means carrying less fear, less resentment, less need to control. When we do that, something wonderful happens. We become light enough to notice beauty again. I don't know about you, but I love playing in my garden. And I like to go outside every day and get my 20 minutes of sunshine if we have any. But I also like to look at my rose bushes and the lilies and the various things that I have planted in my yard. And I've noticed that if I'm in angst about something, or if I'm mad about something and I go out for my 20 minutes, I don't notice anything. It's like I go out there, you know, right, thinking about what it is that I'm upset about. And so I don't notice the beauty around me. But when I let myself go outside with a feeling of gratitude, then I do notice the beauty around me. Some of you might have noticed that on my Facebook pages, I've been posting pictures of the roses. Oh my God, they're so beautiful. And you know, somebody wrote and told me that they'd never seen a rose bush as tall as the ones that I have. They're way taller than I am. I think it's because I didn't cut them back. But they're all very happy. They're very happy. So what I know is that as we let go of this whole, of the fear that we're being fed, as we let go of all these kind of things, then we then have less need to control. We can live in gratitude and experience life and the beauties of life as they are, and we become lighter. We begin to hear the birds, we begin to smell roses, we laugh more easily, we become available to joy. I love that idea of becoming available to joy. And you know, in thinking of my roses, I have a couple of David Austins, which are the ones that have so many petals that it's like they're really compacted into that flower. And I realized that they don't struggle to bloom, right? They just do what they do, and they open up and unfold and exude a beautiful scent and beauty. And then I thought, you know, summer, being the summer solstice, summer means trips. Summer means trips. And then I started thinking about packing for trips. I mean, I'm going to be going on one in September, and it's going to be to Hawaii, where it's going to be hot, and I'm now loving the weather we have. So I'm thinking, well, let's see, what am I going to take? You know, I'm thinking about that already, especially when I was cleaning out my closet for Twice Nice. But I realized that I almost always pack too much. There's always that just-in-case outfit. There's the extra pair of shoes. There's probably a book or a journal that I never even touched during the time I'm gone. There's the coat that I don't wear. And when by the end of the trip and I'm packing to go home, I realized, wow, I took a lot of things I didn't need. We're on a trip right now, you know. A trip that's traveling one year after another through this particular lifespan. And so how much are we carrying? And I started thinking about carrying. We start carrying fear, perhaps, just in case. And then I thought, well, what the heck does that mean, universe? As that thought comes in. And I remembered one time when I used to live in Glendale, my friend and I went to a theater in Los Angeles because it had a movie I wanted to see. And when we came out of the theater, it was dark. And the parking lot was in back of the theater. And as we walked up the sidewalk, I saw two guys around the cars. And I'm thinking, uh-oh. And I realized, as I was remembering this, that this is the fear I was carrying just in case. You know, you have to be really careful if you're a woman and you're in a strange place, right? That's what we're taught. So this idea, I decided at that point I wasn't going to be afraid. And as I walked around to get to my car, I saw the two guys bend down by this other car, and I'm thinking, oh, God, they're stealing something. They were changing a flat tire. There's a fear that we carry just in case, right? How many of you are holding on to old hurts? You can unpack those now. How many of us are holding on to opinions? We can unpack those now. How many of us are holding on to the old stories of ourselves? The story just flopped into my mind. I've told you before that I was adopted and then raised by a family that the mother was a rageaholic as well as an alcoholic. And one time she told me, your mother was a whore and you're going to turn out just like her. Well, then I lived during the 60s. You know, that's the love the one you're with part, right? And I found myself later on thinking, oh my God, I'm turning into a whore. Though everybody else was doing it too, so it had to be okay. So in this great unpacking, Spirit has been whispering to us all month, you don't need to carry that anymore, because where we're going, love is enough. That's what we should be packing more of. Dr. Holmes wrote, life is a mirror and reflects back to the thinker what they think into it. Life is a mirror and reflects back to us what we think into it. So if we're carrying fear, we notice danger. If we're carrying gratitude, we notice miracles. If we're traveling carrying love, we become part of the healing that our world is longing for right now. And yes, there's so much in our world that is begging for our attention. But there's also so much that is begging for us to love it. It's begging for our love. So we can either spend our lives carrying the heaviness of what frightens us, or we can become people who carry hope into every room we enter. The world doesn't need heavier hearts. It needs lighter spirits. And maybe that's why we're in this teaching right now, during this time. It's because we can move beyond what is constantly being thrown at us and say, no, that's not my truth. My truth is that there is kindness and compassion and love and generosity, and we meet all these good people. I have met more good people since I decided not to watch the news anymore. Except Mondays. I do watch Rachel Maddow because she brings in history into it. But what I know is that I've heard so many wonderful stories about people helping people, etc. And this is what we want to focus on. This is who we want to be. We want to carry the light and the love into every atmosphere that we move into. And so, as I said in my Friday message, let's be the atmosphere that we want to live in. And let's go into treatment. How grateful I am to remember that all there is this one divine energy. This one divine energy that is the source and substance of absolutely everything that there is. This one divine energy that is infinitely intelligent and unconditionally loving. This one energy that became us to experience itself as us. And so I know from this point on, we allow ourselves to let go of carrying the fears that we've been carrying around. We refuse to pick any more fears up. And we move into a space where we are creating the atmosphere that we want to live in. An atmosphere of love, an atmosphere of light, an atmosphere of compassion and kindness and goodness and all the things that I mentioned before. I know that this is not hard work. The letting go can be easy. We allow ourselves to recognize what it is we have to let go of. And then with Spirit's help, we just drop it. We let it go. We see it dissipate in the air maybe, or dissolve in water, or whatever it is we might choose to use as an analogy for letting go of fear. And we refuse to get caught up in any of that. I know for each one of us that we are strong enough, we are brave enough to keep being vehicles of love all the time, everywhere. We start with ourselves, and then we let it spread out into the universe. And how wonderful it is that we can do this, how grateful we are that we can do this, that we don't need to live under any umbrella that is not ours. We live in love, and it is a good thing. It's a God thing. So I release these words into divine law, knowing that the law has taken them already and immediately begun making them so. And so each one of us finds it easier and easier to live in and as love and light, to shine our light so brightly that it lifts people up, gives people hope, and so it is. Jackson is our guest musician. It's weird calling you a guest musician, but is our special musician this morning, so let's give him a hand.
I was going to say something before I sang this song. This song was released in November of 1990 by Dennis D. Young and Styx, and it still resonates today, almost 36 years later. Every night I say a prayer in the hopes that there's a heaven, and every day I'm more confused as the saints turn into sinners. All the heroes and legends I knew as a child have fallen to idols of clay, and I feel this empty place Every night I say a prayer in the hopes that there's a heaven.
Thank you, Jackson. One of my favorite lines by Dennis DeYoung, Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. All right, let's move forward with our offering affirmations. We are going to all repeat this. Yes, we do have the plates going around, or a plate is going around. You're doing single duty today, apparently. Oh, there we go. So as the plate goes around, please put in whatever you can, realizing that it is infused with the energy that you are and that you are putting into the plate. So therefore, that's important. Put positive energy, hope, and love into the plate, for it will spread. But first we say, I gratefully give from the fullness of my abundance, knowing my gift blesses this center, all in it and beyond, and so it is.
Are you ready?
Ready?
Here we go.
I don't know whether more people were doing the twist or the jerk, but it was absolutely delightful.
I was 11 years old when I
Was that, is that what- oh my God, that was fantastic. Oh boy. All right, come forward, please. Knowing that there is only energy, and the energy is that which we make, and we make lots of good, positive energy, and we put love into the universe, we put peace into the universe, and we are filled with hope. I know that these gifts that have been sent out into our community are love, peace, hope, joy, and good wishes. And we release those words and those thoughts into the universal law of mind, knowing they're already happening, and all we have to do is open our hearts and embrace it. And for that we say, and so it is. Oh, wow. Boy, I just like shaking all over. I'm so excited. Could you just shake? I wiped out. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, we have a couple last things to do here. We have got the community statement of inclusion. We'd like somebody to read it. And then we will all gather around and we will sing. Vicky, are you coming up to do that? Then we will all gather around and sing the peace song. Remembering the peace song is an affirmation. It is what is already happening, so sing it in present tense. Vicky, this is for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We, the Eureka Center for Spiritual Living, are a community that celebrates diversity, fosters inclusion, champions inner work, and creates space for brave, vulnerable conversations. We are a community that honors the unique emanation of God that each person embodies, and advocates with people for human rights and dignity for all. We are a community that blesses each other. sees sacredness in all life. Remain learners and listeners so we may grow together, and understands that oneness is not sameness. We know our beloved community is revealed more fully when we love each other well.
Well said. Please join a circle around Vicky White and we'll sing the peace song. Good. I remind you, we'll have a ensemble rehearsal. Thank you, Bob, for stretching it out there. We got an ensemble rehearsal immediately after service.